Chapter 1. Useless Nature Knowledge, in which the reader will encounter wombats that poo cubes, crab imposters, dolphin spies, beetles that like stargazing, toxic trees, and meat-eating plants. Squirt, inflate, freeze, run! Nobody wants to be someone else's dinner, but horned lizards take it to the extreme. If a predator comes sniffing around, they freeze, hoping they go unnoticed, and sprint off if the opportunity presents itself. Cornered horned lizards, however, have to get creative. And what better way to put off a predator than to squirt blood from their eyes? They do this by bursting blood vessels around their eyes. They also puff up like a spiky balloon so they can't be swallowed. These lizards don't go down without a fight. Black on white or white on black? If you ever decided you wanted to shave a zebra, you would find that their skin is black, even under their white stripes. The reason for zebras' fashionable coats is still a mystery, but scientists think that the stripes may dazzle and confuse flies. In fact, cows and horses who have been painted like zebras don't get bitten by bugs as often. Not all striped animals are the same underneath. Tigers have striped skin. Polar bears, meanwhile, have long white fur and black skin. Monkeys wash using their own pee. There's no soap or hand sanitizer in the animal kingdom. So tufted capuchin monkeys turn to the next best thing. They wash their hands and feet with their pee. At first, scientists thought they peed on themselves to cool down or to mark their territory. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Now they think that monkeys might pee wash to attract mates with the smell, to ward off fights with other monkeys, or just to help them relax. Wombats poop cubes. You may be interested to find out that wombat poop is cuboid. It's stackable, like building blocks. The cube shape comes from their unusual intestine, which has just the right combination of stiff and flexible sections to form the poop into blocks as it moves through their body. No one knows why wombats poop cubes. One idea is that the cube shape helps wombats mark their territory. Cubes don't roll away like rounder shapes, so wombats can confidently leave piles of poop on uneven surfaces like rocks and logs. Let's get to the bottom of this. Many turtles spend the winter buried deep in the mud at the bottom of ponds. But how do they breathe through all that gunk, water, and ice? Well, through their butts, of course. The turtle's butthole, called a cloaca, is lined with blood vessels that take oxygen out of the water, so the turtle doesn't have to breathe with its mouth and nose. Some turtles also use the oxygen they get from their rear ends to dive underwater for longer when looking for food. Meet a very stinky cabbage. Cabbage isn't exactly known for smelling good when cooked, but the eastern skunk cabbage takes smelling bad to a whole new level. This North American plant warms itself up when it blooms in late winter, getting hot enough to melt the snow around it. The warm air also makes a tiny breeze as it moves through the cabbage's leaves, spreading its stench everywhere to attract insects to pollinate it. Secrets of the sloths. Sloths live a slow, quiet life, but delve beneath the surface and all is not as it seems. These mammals grow algae in their fur. The sloths are quite happy about this, as the algae provides camouflage in the forest, as well as extra snacks. But the algae doesn't just grow on its own. The sloths farm it with the help of sloth moths. These moths lay their eggs in sloth poop, and as adults they live in the sloth's fur where they fertilize the algae. A sloth carries a whole ecosystem in its fur. Super strong. Some bugs are unsquishable. The diabolical ironclad beetle is so strong that it can be run over by a car and walk away totally fine. The beetle's outer shell, called an exoskeleton, gets its strength from two features: thick.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?